So here we are, 2 weeks removed from my bicep surgery. Just a quick refresher. I tore my bicep swinging a softball bat July 8th. I had surgery July 10th, and today is the 24th. So exactly 2 weeks since the surgery. And wish I had more positive things to say in this video, but I don't. Last Sunday, the 20th, I was helping my 4-year-old with something, and long story short, he kind of leaned forward and ended up kind of going off the floor, so all of his weight was on my left hand, and tried to lower him as quickly as I could, but it wasn't fast enough. I felt the pop in my injured arm, kind of right in this area, and set him down as quick as I could, kind of just stepped away and looked up and said, like, there's no way that just happened. And went to the ER. They weren't able to really do anything for me, so I went first thing in the morning on Monday and got an x-ray taken, spoke to the surgeon that did it, and yeah, just x-ray came back clean, but we didn't really know anything until we were able to get an MRI taken. So today I got the MRI, met with the specialist after. She kind of examined me and said that her initial thoughts were that it looked okay, but there was a spot that she was unsure of. And I just got the call like a couple hours ago letting me know that the ultimate fear unlocked. I re-tore my bicep. Apparently the weight of my son was too much, and the popping sound that I heard was the tendon getting pulled out again. So yeah, today's Thursday. The plan is another surgery probably on Tuesday, which will set me back even further than I was before. It's been a tough 3-4 days, kind of grasping the concept that I was supposed to be a third of the way through my recovery, at least the first 6 weeks where you're really not allowed to do anything. And now finding out that not only do you have to get another surgery for the same issue, but it's gonna set me back even further. So they told me most likely be like completely immobilizing my arm after, and I can't remember if they said some kind of a sling or something like that, for at least 2 weeks. And then from there, work on the mobility stuff. I will say, for anybody watching this that's going through your initial tear, hopefully you only have one, don't use your fucking arm for anything. Like, when they say a coffee cup weight, stick with it, because I tried to be as careful as I could. I wish I would have put my arm in the sling more than I did. I mean, I liked being able to move my arm, because you can still grab things and you can still use it for the most part, but it's really hard to get it through your head that you can't use your arm for certain things. So even like opening a door or just transferring one thing to another with your hand, it's really hard to kind of not do that unless you have it in a sling. I was just going by what the surgeon told me, said to have it out of the sling, basically as much as I wanted, but obviously to be careful and don't pick up too much weight. And unfortunately, that's what happened with my son. So that's where we are now. Yeah, the kind of dead giveaway that I knew something was up besides the pop was just the fact that, after your surgery, you really can't bend your arm, more than this. And after I felt the pop and that happened, I was able to almost completely straighten my arm out right away. So that was kind of, I was pretty sure something bad had happened. Was trying to stay positive that maybe that wasn't the case, but that is in fact the case. So yeah, frustrating, really tough news. All we can do is kind of push through it. Going forward with these videos that I'm doing, I don't know how helpful my journey will be, because it'll be a lot different than a lot of you that are going through the same injury. I guess it's only like not even 2% of people re-injure their surgically repaired tendon after, but I fell right into the more that I read about it, it was like within the first 3 weeks. And basically when you fail to listen to the doctor's orders about not, lifting too much, I was right at, the week and a half point. And my 4-year-old weighs a hell of a lot more than a coffee cup, so that's where we're here. Before that happened, I was pretty excited about everything. The bruising really was going away, and the pain was almost like I basically had none. The only issue I was having is the numbness throughout my forearm, and then you get kind of a weird like itching sensation, for me at least, right in this part of my wrist, which was just weird because you go to scratch it and it doesn't help at all. So besides that though, the pain was almost completely gone. It was just like the fact that it's so tight and you're just trying to be careful with it. And yeah, so going forward, I'll definitely do an update after my other surgery and then kind of go from there. I don't know if we'll just say that video is week 1 and then go from there, and then hopefully this can help anybody else who's going through this. But if I can get any message across to you guys, it's do not fucking use your arm. Don't lift anything. Just be as careful as you can. It sounds like once you make it out of the first like 3 weeks, still obviously listen to the, don't lift anything for the 6 weeks, but it sounds like after the first 3 is kind of when you're in the clear, and I wasn't able to make it there. So I really hope anybody else that goes through this, you do. And yeah, that's it for this one. See you after the next surgery.